I helped lead this webinar from TL Virtual Cafe on April 7th, and it was super exciting for me because this is the first time in my 22 years as an educator and almost all those years as a librarian where I was able to present with other librarians and educators that are in my system. Uh, Hoover City Schools, they get it. They understand about being connected educators. They understand about collaboration. And so this was a great time for me to be able to get together and collaborate with these wonderful educators from my own school district. And I was excited about that. But I'm going to take this opportunity for a second to get up on my soapbox because this weekend I was at a gathering and talking to a principal who said, well, everyone's, well, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a school librarian. And his comment was, well, librarians are almost obsolete now with technology, aren't they? And I was not in, I happened to be in a good mood, so I did not rip his head off and kick it across the room. However, since then, I am in a head-kicking mood. So let's talk about this. Who connects students and teachers with the best resources, whether they're book resources or not? That would be your librarian. Who has been the one who, no matter what the technology is, has been helping to integrate that technology into the classrooms, helping to orient the teachers to that technology, and being the ones who made sure that technology is working? That would be the librarian. Thank you.
Preach it, Nikki.
All right. Honey, I'm mad now. So, and what about these dang machines here? You remember this one, that film strip projector where it would get stuck and you or the kid had to know to hit that stupid little button? Do you remember those days? I do. Had to hit that button to stop it from jumping. And the kid who was your favorite always got to turn the film strip whenever you heard that little beep noise. Well, who was the one who oriented teachers on how to use these machines in the classroom? The librarian. Thank you very much. How about cassette recorders and listening stations and helping to build units for students who maybe couldn't read so well and needed that intervention of having something recorded? Who did that? Oh, that's right, the librarian. Did I forget that? So how about using the overhead projector, which was like, oh, what do I need an overhead projector for? I have a chalkboard. I have a dry erase board. Well, who was that who helped teachers learn how to use an overhead projector and integrate it into their classroom, into their lessons? Oh, that's right, the librarian. How about interactive whiteboards? Who was that? Well, in my school district, the librarians were the ones who learned how to use the interactive whiteboards, who were trained to be the trainers, and who then went out and trained their teachers on how to integrate that technology into the classroom. Oh, that's right, it's the librarian who taught teachers how to do that, who was on the cutting edge of that technology. So from chalkboards all the way to overhead projectors and everything else, interactive whiteboards. So then in-come computers, in-come iPads, in-come one-to-one devices, and suddenly the librarian's no longer even considered to be a part of this. How the heck did that happen? Now it's your tech nerd. Sorry, technology, IT people, but some things are descriptive. So it's the tech nerd finally comes in and the librarian isn't even considered when computers enter. Well, that's crazy because we're librarians. We know the answers to any question. The questions you don't even know to ask. We're the ones in charge of instruction. We're the ones who are one-on-one with the teachers. We know our teachers and we know our students better than anybody, and we're the ones that you should turn to. Just because it's on a computer or on a device doesn't mean that we aren't the ones who know how to use those tools that are on those devices and are in the perfect position to instruct and guide our teachers and our students in how to use that. And that picture of that handsome devil right there is Keith Fulmer, who's one of the best IT directors ever, but he's our infrastructure guy. He doesn't know all of our teachers quite as well as the librarians do, though he knows them very well because he's an awesome IT guy, but he's about the infrastructure. We need to support our IT people because we're the instruction part of technology. So now that I've done this, I'm getting off my soapbox, but if somebody ever tells me again that librarians don't have anything to do with technology, I'm going to tear their head off and punt it across the room. So, all right.
All right. That deserves a big standing ovation, I think. Yes, ma'am.
And so now, TL Chat Live. Michelle's not here. Does anyone want to jump in and talk about TL Chat Live? Our Twitter chat from last week? All right. Just go to the archives and you can look that up.